Okay, so this next record I'm going to be talking about, I've been wanting to do this for a couple of weeks, I just haven't got around to it. And I can't stop listening to this. Basically, it is from Cherry Red Records. I said that they're really kicking out some real nice reissues. But this one here, I've been waiting for a little while since I heard about this. Dead or Alive, Let Them Drag My Soul Away. Now, it's got the two classic early singles originally on the Black Eyes label. So this is before they become Dead or Alive, basically. And also there's 5 previously unheard 1982 demos from the legendary Pete Burns and fronted band. This is pressed on red vinyl. Now it says red vinyl, but I'm going to show you the vinyl. That's interesting, nice inside. To me, that is not red. That's almost like a deep red. Even the little stick on the front says red vinyl. That's not, it's almost like a deep red. But I do like that colour vinyl. Not really seen that coloured vinyl before. But what this is, Cherry Red put together a compilation of pre-fame Pete Burns before he transitioned into Dead or Alive from his band called Nightmares in Wax. So this has got tracks like the first couple of singles they released as Nightmares in Wax, like It's Been Hours, The Stranger. And I love the early stuff. I did find it a lot more kind of gothic-y. And to be quite honest, I am a big fan of Dead or Alive, but I did prefer this stuff. I just find it a lot darker, a lot gothic-y compared to the more Stock Aitken Waterman kind of produced stuff. Even though I'm still a big fan. And obviously the fact that they've managed to get some demos that have not actually been out before, and I love the artwork. To me, that's just so Pete Burns. I've worked with Pete Burns a couple of times with my Punx Soundcheck outfit. In 2003, we did the official remix for Spin Me Around, so we did spend a bit of time with Pete Burns. And I know he would love this cover. I think it's great. This is kind of Pete around about the times of Nightmares in Wax. It's been pressed on red vinyl. They said that it's not. This is dark vinyl. And it has come out on a CD as well, which has got a lot more kind of extra tracks on it if you listen to kind of the streaming. But on here, there's 10 tracks on the vinyl version. So you've got things like It's Been Hours Now and The Stranger, which if you are a Dead or Alive fan, you'd know these already. You've got some of that, Nowhere to Nowhere, Whirlpool, your Selfish Side, Far Too Hard, which is a demo, Give It To Me, What I Want, and Misty Circles. Again, we know things like Misty Circles, but the demos are really good. I'm impressed with the demos. There is a track that is on the CD version, which is not on the vinyl, and I wish it was, and it's a track called Flowers, which kind of harps back to real kind of gothic-y. To me, it's almost like early Sisters of Mercy or The Mission, which I know Wayne Hussey was in a variation of Dead or Alive. So once they released this on the Black Eyes label, and then they transitioned, they released a couple of records, then they transitioned to Dead or Alive as we know them now. And halfway through, I'm not sure which song it is, Black Leather, which is not on the vinyl version, believe it or not, but it's on the CD version. Everyone knows about Black Leather, it's an amazing track. But he kind of goes into Casey and the Sunshine Band, That's the Way. And obviously later on they covered that for a Dead or Alive track. So you can hear a lot of kind of Pete's influences when you listen to this stuff. I love his vocal range in this. And I like the way his vocals have been kind of almost merged in with the music. They're not so up front, because I do know when we did the remix for Spin Me Around, and he was there, he wanted his vocals 3 decibels louder than the music. That's not the case here. So it's a really good compilation. I'm really kind of like in awe of what Cherry Red are doing at the moment. Some of the reissues, I love the reissues for the Toya, and I'm really looking forward to the Changeling box set coming out. And I'm really glad they brought this out. I would have liked to seen a couple more tracks on here, especially things like Black Leather on vinyl, or maybe the demo of Black Leather, because there's a lot of extra stuff on this CD. Maybe they will release a second vinyl part. And I also do like the inner sleeve as well. And I don't know why they didn't do any t-shirts of this. It's quite thick as well. So I assume a lot of people will be kind of making posters out of this, or made a poster out of that as well. I will be getting the CD. I have listened to the digital, but to me it's all about the vinyl. And I know it's sold out in a lot of places at the moment as well, which is really good to know that there's still a massive Dead or Alive fan base out there. And they have been reissuing quite a few bits of Dead or Alive over the last couple of years, which I've been quite impressed with as well. But this one here, I love. It's right on my street. It's the Dead or Alive or the Nightmares in Wax that I love. A lot darker. Lyrically, I think the lyrics are great, considering he hadn't really been doing it for that long. I love it. It's brilliant. So if you haven't heard this, please check it out. Even though it's Dead or Alive, Let Them Drag My Soul Away, it's also got the Nightmares and Wax tracks. So obviously a lot of these tracks, they were called Nightmares and Wax and transitioned into Dead or Alive. So even though it's a Dead or Alive release, think of Nightmares and Wax, his pre-fame band. Okay, but check it out. Absolutely love it. If you can get over the not so red vinyl, you've cracked it. Let me know what you think. If you've heard this, let me know what you think, especially if you know a lot of the kind of Dead or Alive stuff, very kind of high energy, very Stockade and Warm and very poppy. This stuff's a lot darker. I'll be interested for people who know his latest stuff. Check this out, have a listen. Let me know what you think. Is it the Pete Burns that you remember? Has it kind of blown you away? Are you a fan of this stuff? Let me know your thoughts. You just put some comments below. Let's get a debate going on this. I love it. I want to see what you think, okay? And that's Dead or Alive, Let Them Drag My Soul Away on vinyl, and it's also on extended CD version as well, and digital obviously. Enjoy.